Hello again, Mama Cat Gamer here. We took a quick break from our questing to go get dinner started. And while we were waiting for that to do its thing, we're going to go around and turn in some of these quests. I have a matter of perspective. So I got to talk to Quiver's Hold Archers Guild. Make sure I got a food buff on. Now, I picked up a number of items while we were out questing. Let's go to the Archers Guild. I'm going to turn in this quest. I might go and do some running around in Central Shroud while we wait for dinner to do its thing, because I don't want to get started in a dungeon at this point. I'll probably do that later after dinner, after a brief break, or we'll pause the video. Lucian says, "Welcome back, young Gav. Tell me, were you able to put your techniques to good use? When faced with an enemy who can attack from a distance, simply raining arrows upon it is wasteful and dangerous both. The battle would be naught more than a contest of strength. By employing the appropriate technique, however, one may bring down one's foes with greater ease and fewer arrows. For instance, you may choose to prime your weapon well and strike hard, or employ toxins to sap their strength over time." That's generally recommended, actually, to put the dots on, damage over time skill, when you're playing Archer or Bard. On the assumption that this fact dawned upon you prior to the fall of your 16th target, I congratulate you on passing the trial. Allergies again. Lay, Silver, what is your honest evaluation? Not bad, if you ask me. The adventurer pulls a good bow and is enthusiastic besides. A pleasure to meet you. My name is Lay Aliapo, and this is my second year at the guild. It's quite plain that you have talent with a bow, but you must take care to mind your surroundings when you're pursuing a target. I had my eye on you for the duration of your trial, but not once did you notice my presence. Mind your surroundings. That's rich coming from you. Your every movement is wasted, adventurer. Your back is crooked and your elbows misaligned. It takes you an age to prime your bow and twice as long to loose an arrow. In summary, you fail on all counts. You have no talent as an archer, none whatsoever. I shall say it plain, Lucian. This man is not fit to wield a bow. For our sake and his, we should revoke his membership. As I've always said, outsiders can scarce be expected to understand, never mind master our noble art. We waste our breath trying to teach his like. Lay says, "Well, allow me to introduce you to Silver, our comrade at the butts." She means arrow butts. The fellow was once of the god's quiver, you see, and he can be a bit opinionated when it comes to archery. Oh, but you mustn't pay him any heed. He's like that to everyone. He's a swift kick in the arse is what he needs. You'd be lucky to get much sense out of a fossil-brained wildwood Ellison like him at the best of times. With them, it's always 12's wood this and elementals that. Oh, and no offense intended, Lucian. None taken, Lay. I know full well that some of my kind can be prideful to excess and intolerant of other races. Although people may behold the same object, ever will they see different things. There is no right or wrong to it, for it is a matter of perspective. What matters is the perspective we choose to adopt. You are possessed of bright eyes, Gav, eyes that bespeak great understanding. They shan't lead you astray, so trust to them and to what they see. Go now and resume your training. I look forward to marking your progress with when next we meet. Let's see if we can use any of this stuff. I know I've got a necklace already, so I'm going to take the tin pieces. All right. If I've... Oh yeah, this one's better, definitely. Oh, I got the Mabel longbow. Okay. And a hempen Acton. All right, we'll equip that. Oh my god, it's so ugly. Lordy. Oh. Let's get him up to level 10 so we can do the next quest there. I'm going to run over to the Lancers Guild also because I think I had completed something there as well. Or actually, I can pick up the quest here. Guildmaster Ewain has a trial in mind for you, which promises to be more dangerous than any you have faced thus far. I've been expecting you, Gav, and you've been training hard, I trust. I would set you your next trial, one more dangerous than any you have faced before. But I would not send an unprepared man to his death. Before we proceed, I must needs verify your progress with mine own eyes. You will face 3 experienced Lancers in single combat. Defeat each one in succession, and you will prove yourself fit to undertake the trial. Arm yourself and take your place in the training area. We begin when you are ready. All right, let's yeah, we're here already. Let's do it. All right, let's do number 2. Next. Next. All right, come on. How come I don't get a Heartstopper skill? Enough, put up your lance. Well done, Gav. Impressive, Gav. Most impressive. You are ready to face the trial. Yet I did not exaggerate when I said it would be dangerous. Make no mistake, to take this test is to risk death. Knowing this, do you still wish to proceed? Of course I do. You disappoint me. Back again, are you? Fuka says, that man is the only soul in this pathetic excuse for a guild who shows any promise. Which is why I counseled him to leave you. Alas, he chose to remain in your house of cravens. Such a waste. This guild has outlived its purpose, and I mean to see its doors shut and barred for good. If you wish to object, I invite you to do so with a lance in hand. Egwene, you do not want for confidence, sir, but answer me this. What grudge do you hold against us? For what reason did you choose this of all crusades? Fuka says, I detest cravens who would proclaim their courage and like nothing better than to crush them. That is my reason. Egwene says, well, the fixity of your purpose is clear, even if your reasoning is not. So be it. Suffice it to say, you will not have your way without a fight. Oh, do not presume that I will be your opponent. No, you must face the Lancer, over whom you so grandly acclaimed mentorship. The one man among us whose, quote, potential you condescend to acknowledge. Gav shall represent us all. As guildmaster, I wager the fate of the guild upon his lance. Huh. Do as you will, coward. It is your guild to throw away. You may even set the terms of the contest. Egwene says, very well. Gav is here to undertake a trial. I challenge you to complete the task before he does. You are to travel to the East Shroud and prove your courage before the Lord of the Bramble Patch. He is a giant among boars, unrivaled in strength and savagery, and ruler over all his kind. You must go before this fearsome creature and stand your ground. Know, though, that the Lord of the Bramble Patch will not grant an audience to just anyone. You must needs present him an offering of the bloody tusks of his subjects, the wild boars that inhabit his domain. When you have prepared your offering, leave it upon an area of trampled earth. Drawn to the stench of blood, the Lord of the Bramble Patch will soon appear. That is all. Are there any questions? No? Then let the trial commence. I wonder who this guy is. We got Hortefair. The Wood Whalers were wise to allow the Lancers Guild use of their facilities. Training together can only lead to a mutual improvement. Better qualified recruits for the Order of the Twin Adder. Francis? The new recruits are quite promising if they continue to hone their skills. Who knows how strong they'll become? Jolene? The whaling barracks lies beyond. If you have no business here, I would thank you to return whence you came. Okay. Boislon? When we must risk incurring the wrath of the elementals, we wood whalers and the archers of the gods' quivers wear these masks. However, more than a few of us are beginning to think them naught but superstitious trinkets. I, for one, would be sorely troubled were it revealed that the guardians of the Twelveswood could be so easily deceived. Okay. On your feet, we're not through yet. But my legs, they're like jelly. Looks like a little worn out there. Let's go to the Central Shroud. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. We got black Fs to kill. All right. And water sprites. Okay. Nice. Very nice. I think Anoles were on our list. My favorite. Not. Probably because these little buggers respawn so frickin' fast. Yay, I only have this one. All right. Let's go back to New Gridania because we can get the next class quest, job quest. I want to get my archer up to level 20 so I can get Peloton. Hey. We are back, Lucian. Except, pleases me to see how you've grown as an archer. Plainly, you have taken my counsel to heart and learned to see with your own eyes. I would now have you discover what it means to behold things from a different standpoint. You'll recall Leah Aliapo, your senior in the guild. I've given you over to her care for this lesson. Speak with her and do as she bids. All right. I've been expecting you, Gaff. Shall we get on with it then? First, a quick review. Remember how the Bowmaster had you seek out and destroy targets hidden throughout the city? Well, I would have you do the same. This time, however, you will need to venture outside the gates. I'm sure you've realized this by now, but there is no guarantee of safety within the Twelveswood. As you search, you should take care to mind your surroundings. You won't have the luxury of focusing solely on your quarry this time. You'll have to keep your eyes peeled for potential threats as well. That said, your objective is to destroy the targets alone, so avoid unnecessary combat and maintain a safe distance from any hostile creatures you encounter. Should you come under attack, take to your heels, risking direct confrontation only if you can't outrun your pursuers. The targets are hidden in the central shroud. As before, use the heavy shot technique to destroy each one with a single arrow. Go well, Gav. All right, and I heard hubby came home. Let's see what our recommended gear is. Imp and trousers. Okay, well, we'll add those in. Training with Lee. All right, let's go back to Bent Branch Meadows. I see that you can see they're up there in the trees. Okay. And excuse me. You'll see them kind of glittering. Ah, there's another one there, hiding. I wonder if they respawn. Be kind of handy to be able to chill out around here. Let's see. Trickster Imp and Roselet. We're going to go back to Bent Branch Meadows because I know they're down south of there. Did it again. Don't jump off there. God, this is so annoying. Ugh. Finally. Oh my god. All right, let's go down and get some of those trickster imps. Actually, they aren't down there. I'm gonna go back the other direction. Looks like we have to go up the tree. Okay. We can do that. Green tier is where we gotta go. Oh. Okay. We're going over to this area again. I went, I can't be that far away. All right. These little ugly buggers. I gotta kill 4 of them. Ugh. Get out of here before they respawn. I'm gonna come up over the top here so that I can avoid aggroing that one dynamite. We just hop down this way. Oh, you little shit. Scared the snot out of me. Little bugger. I only had to kill one of them? Okay. See if we got anything more. I gotta kill in Central Shroud. East Shroud, East Shroud. East, East, East. East, East, South, and East. Okay, we're gonna go back to New Gridania. So, you know, it may not seem too terribly exciting to be going and doing these hunting logs, and but they're just fantastic for XP. So well worth doing. All right, let's go turn in this Lancer quest or Archer quest. I'm sorry. See what Lee has to say. Make sure I got a food buff on. Okay, I'm gonna eat another egg. Well, you made short work of those targets, I must say. Seems you've learned to seek your prey without being preyed upon. Let's continue then. I have a mind to give you more practical experience, and we received a request just recently which I think will provide the perfect opportunity. It seems tree slugs and vultures have been congregating in ever-increasing numbers in the vicinity of the honey yard, causing no end of trouble for the locals. We've been tasked with culling the beasts. This request comes direct from Stillglade Fane. When the wood whalers in the God's Quiver cannot spare the forces to attend to such matters, the conjurers often turn to us for help. And before you ask, there is good reason why they would rather not see to this particular task themselves. The creatures in question possess abilities which can cause problems for the magically inclined. But that's quite enough about conjurer's troubles. Lucienne taught you how to discern an enemy's key traits, did she not? Well, now you'll need to do so while maintaining situational awareness, lest you be overrun. Consider this a comprehensive review of her lessons and mine own. Your orders are as follows. Head out into the East Shroud and there put down 8 tree slugs and 8 vultures using all of the skills you've acquired thus far. Good hunting, Gav. Let's see that we have some training to slay tree slugs and northern vultures. We have Call of the Desert, which is in Thanalan. He's in archer gear right now. That's why we can't see that. Oh. This is like attack markers, cast bars, enmity, enhancements, and enfeeblements. This would be a really, really good one for anybody to do. These just came out with the 7.1 patch. If you have jumped through the story and skipped to get to the end game, it would be a really good idea to go to the Hall of Novice and do this one. If you have skipped the Realm Reborn and gotten into Heavensward so that you could skip the base game and get to the expansions, I would definitely do this one also, because there's stack markers and there's common markers in dungeons that bosses do to indicate what kind of attack they're going to make. And it's super helpful if you know what that attack is, and having different stack markers that tell you who you should stack with. Is it a tank buster? Is it a all group needs to stack kind of marker? That way you know what to do. So I would highly, highly encourage you to do those. Plus, it gives you a nice XP ring up to level 60. So this is especially for people who are just getting into Heavensward. Go pick that up. All right. We want to give him a venomous bite first. I see we got a new dude here. Oh, I gotta kill 8 of them. Not sure if those are counting for them or not. Ooh, there's a little hoglet. That's on our log. Hunting log. Ouch. Took that. Yeah. Took that one hard. Let's hit him with a heavy, too. All right, I need one more of those. Okay, we need 2 more vultures. No, 1 more after this one. I want to get out of that. All right. Let's see where our tree slugs are. Okay, they're to the south of us there. All right. Yep, and you can see the quest marker above them. It's a little cute. You gotta kill 8 of those. Okay. I'm kind of kiting them around. So I'd get hit less often. I honestly don't know why it's called kiting. I suppose it, it looks like when you're running, maybe it's because you look like you're flying a kite or something like that. I don't know. But kiting just means running away from the enemy so you don't get attacked as often. If you ever hear that, that's why. So I should have poisoned them first. On Bard, you always want to dot your guys right away. Venomous Bite is one. Wind Bite is the other one. You always want to do those. Those do a lot of damage over time. When you're kiting, you got to make sure you don't kite yourself right into other enemies there. Let's do our trying to decide what I want to do here. I think I want to go back to Gridania. How is New Gridania not a favorite spot for me? Could have sworn I made that one of my favorite spots. We're going to be coming here a lot. Oh, it's because it's my home point. Duh. All right. All right, let's go back to Lee Aliapo in the Archer Guild. We're going to turn this quest in. I really want to get to level 20 on this tune so I can have Peloton. Anything to make this run faster is great. All right, Lee, what do you got to say, Lee? Judging by your smug expression, I'd say you've acquired a feel for maneuvering to exploit enemy weaknesses while covering your own. Vultures are wont to keep their opponents at wing's length, and their attacks will send you flying. The solution to this is simple: maneuver to the rear. Tree slugs, on the other hand, have an annoying knack of disrupting spellcasting with their secretions. As such, you would do well to keep the creatures away from any mages in your party. Needless to say, good positioning is the key to success in battle, which is why it is absolutely essential that you know your target's traits. The knowing of these traits is a fundamental part of hunting. Before the Keepers of the Moon conceived of archery, they dwelt not in the city, but the forest. For my people, hunting was a way of life. In hindsight, I suppose this was more a lesson on hunting than on archery. Still, Lucienne knows well my past. Mayhap that was her intent. Hunting, too, is an art. Before I came to Gridania, I never gave it much thought. But the more I think of home, the more I begin to realize... Forgive me, I'm not given to fits of sentiment. Truly, forget I said anything. But do not forget that a hunter must recognize his prey's weakness and strike swiftly when the opportunity presents itself. This concludes the lesson. Now, I suggest you pay Luciana a visit. She is doubtless eager to hear from you. All right, let's see what Luciana has to say. It's good to see you, Gav. I hope you have learned much from Lee. Silver. You, adventurer, is it true? Are you the one who slew the tree slugs and vultures? Yes it was. How dare she entrust the security of our people to the hands of a stranger? I knew Makote were reckless. Thanks a lot, I'm a Makote. I knew Makote were reckless, but she is downright irresponsible. Shame on her. Did I not warn you that it is folly to suffer that woman's presence in our guild, Lucian? Every time she wastes an arrow on game, she drags our noble art back into the darkness. Aye, and this boy too, he is an embarrassment to us all. Lucian. That is quite enough, Silver. Your skill with the bow is undeniable, as is your love for our nation. Yet there is much and more you have yet to learn about archery. Gav has matured greatly in the short time that he has been with us. You know this to be true. Silver just, does that ... I'm not going to say anything kind of thing. Lucian continues, I suggest you come to term with Gav's presence here. You will be giving him his next lesson after all. Unless, of course, you have any objections. Good. As for you, Gav, I will have you devote yourself wholly to training ahead of your lesson with Silver. Suffice it to say, he will not be an easy instructor to impress. Silver, on that we can agree. Do I have all these? Yeah, I've got, I want to say I think I've got better than all of this, so. I suppose I could take the hard leather Caligay. Let's see what I got on here. See what we can equip now. Oh, yeah. I took the Caligay when I had boots already. Oh, well. Let's go back to Hawthorne Hut. See what we got over there. That one, oh, that one's partially done. Okay. Perfect. Oh, and we get some hunt log stuff here. Nice that this is part of our hunt log too while we're at it. So we get credit for both. I like that, it's efficient. My little wind-up cane is like trying to attack him. That's funny. That's really cute. can't do any damage to him, of course, but it's cute that he's doing that. Now I think we can put on better gear. Yes. Alright, we're finally out of the ugly gear. And what do we do after we equip new gear? We reassign our gear. Do these, we got these lemurs. Have to kill 4 of them. Oh, there's a few more for my hunt log over here. Oh, very good. Let's kill him. We have to have 4 of those. Okay. Good to kite something that's higher level than you. Especially when they can do that kind of damage. Hit him with heavy so he has to move slower. And so I'm using Venomous Bite, and then Heavy Shot's my main skill here. And then I use Bloodletter when it's up. That's an OGCD skill, off global cooldown skill. And then I hit Raging Strikes whenever it's available, because that's a DPS buff. Nice. Made level 16. You got a fly buzzing around my house. You know, we're in the area. We may as well do this Lance of Destiny quest, too. Oh, yeah, let's do that. I'm going to be kind of judicious about running around here, because I'm trying to avoid aggroing these bad boys. But I don't know if I'm going to be quite successful in escaping all of them. And again, go behind them if you can, because that'll, they don't see you, they don't attack, right? Doesn't always work that way, but it's a good help. So I wanted to hit the Disembowel first, because that gives you an increased damage. So that's True Thrust and then Disembowel. Now we can always drag one over so we don't have to get the whole freaking crowd there. There we go. Okay, we got our... Oh, we gotta have 10 of them. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. And my buff went down, so I gotta reapply it. Vorpal Thrust does a little bit more damage. That is all. Yeah. I believe we've got to go in here anyway, maybe. Fortunately for us, these other ads don't aggro. I don't want all of them at one time. You can watch the timer to determine when you got to... Oh, somebody sent me a... Oh, that's sweet. I don't know who this person is. Thought this was a... Thought that was a FC mate. I don't know who this person messaging me is with this extra item. Alright, I got bloody tusks. Now I can finally do this instance. We right-clicked on it. We're waiting. That's a big boy. We gotta take these out or Fucus will die. And I think we fail if he dies. So we gotta get this guy down fast. Anybody else gonna be sad if he's like permanently out of mission? Ewayne, all right. You shan't find much sport in these two. Come back another day, my friend. He's friends with the enemy. How nice. I wasn't expecting that. Well done, Gav. You've completed the trial. Ewayne, I trust you now see the truth in my words. Hurling yourself into the midst of danger is not courage, it is folly. Lucas, no, this proves nothing. I refuse to accept. You refuse to accept the weakness within you, Ewayne says. Ewayne says, no, Gav, leave him be. Your work here is done. Return to the guild. I shall see you there presently. All right, let's go back to New Gridaya. Yeah. Got a few things to turn in over there. Go to the Lancers Guild first. I will not lie to you. You were no match for the Lord of the Bramble Patch. Had you betrayed any hint of fear, he would have gored you in the space of a moment, feasted on your entrails. But you stood your ground, holding fast to your composure and resolve. Thus were you able to stare terror in the face and survive unscathed. Well done, Gav. You have overcome the greatest hurdle in the quest to become master of your own courage. You may now bring to bear the full extent of your abilities upon even the mightiest of foes. As for Fulclus, well, if there is a shred of reason left in him, he will have learned the selfsame lesson as you this day. Painful though the experience must surely have been, one can only hope that it will serve to open his eyes to the truth. Go forth, Gav, and prepare yourself for further trials. I look forward to our next meeting. What do we got on here? IL-17. IL-20. This is how I decide what I want to wear. Is it better looking than what I got? And I look at the stats. Well, this is like 4s and 3. Okay. I'm going to take the goatskin jacket because it gives me +4 in my stats. Though, actually, this gives me extra. This gives me +3 determination. That's definitely worth having. Okay. I'm going to take the Allegan bronze pieces again. All right. To get 500 there. I am going to equip that spear, though, because that's good. Reassign my gear. All right. Guildmaster Wayne wants you to learn from other masters of the Lancer's art. It's good to see you again, Gav, and stronger than when last we spoke. Plainly, a whole 30 seconds, right? Plainly, we have devoted... It's good to see you again, Gav, and stronger than when last we spoke. Plainly, you have devoted many hours to training, which is just as well, for I have a mind to set you on your next task. At the Bramble Patch, you came to grasp the true meaning of courage. I would have you put that courage to the proof before 3 masters of our art. In the many years since they began their training within these walls, these men have led very different lives, yet they share the distinction of being regarded amongst the finest lancers of our time, or of their time. And just as they once looked to their seniors for inspiration, so too shall you look to them. By availing yourself of their wisdom, you will take another step toward becoming a fully fledged lancer. Your first instructor is a man named Matthiomi. Seek him out at Imarise's spire in the Shroud, where he serves as a frontier sentry. The long years at his post have honed Matthiomi's perception. No detail escapes the man's piercing gaze. That's my alarm to tell me one of the dinner dishes is ready. Present yourself before him for inspection, Gav, and do as he bids. I'm gonna go take the thing out of the oven. This is what Mama Cat Gamer does besides gaming, right? Be right back. We have to speak with Matthiomi at Imarise's spire. We have to speak with Momodi at the quicksand in Ulda. Let's do our archer quest here. I think I forgot to reassign my gear, so let me think about that right now. While I'm thinking about it, yep, I forgot to reassign it. Oh, no. Okay. Did I? Yeah, I'm good. All right. Sorry, guys. Seeing what those little chat bubbles were all about. Let's go to Archer's Guild. Wonder what Silver has to say right now. It was my people, the Elysian, who gave rise to the noble tradition of archery. To see it thus parodied by outsiders, it is an outrage. The world can seem clearer when viewed down an arrow shaft, but an archer must think of more than just the target. Okay. Lucienne has something for us. Ooh, we should get repelling shot. It's kind of handy as a quick escape. Guildmaster Lucienne desires that you train under Silver. Oh, yay, I can't wait. Welcome back, Cav. I trust you have been keeping your nose to the grindstone. As I mentioned when last we spoke, you will train under Silver's tutelage today. Put aside your misgivings and avail yourself of his wealth of experience. Go now, present yourself before him. Sure, I want to train under an asshole. I see it was too much to hope that you would not return. The others believe that you have potential, but I am not so easily convinced. Like so many adventurers, you have not the faintest inkling of what it means to be an archer. And how could you? Archery is the proud tradition of the Wildwood Elysian. The essence of this art, to read one's enemy, has been instilled in us over centuries. In that time, we have defended this great nation against every imaginable foe, granting us insight which you will never possess. Can you recognize the subtle signs that betray a coming action? No. Can you accurately predict an opponent's movement? No. Can you glean your foe's intentions at a glance? No. Can such things be learned by one who knows nothing of our traditions? No. Well, he's wrong there, but, what are we going to say? It is only out of respect for Lucienne that I have agreed to teach you. Go to the East Shroud and seek out the targets hidden there, but do not presume this will be as easy as before. As I told you, the ability to read one's enemies is fundamental to archery. Yet the trials set by my colleagues did not require you to do this. Mine will. The targets you seek have been hidden, and I do mean hidden, in the midst of a region rife with savage beasts. They will play the part of your enemies. In the unlikely event that you spy a target, your limited range will necessitate that you slip past its bestial guardians prior to taking aim, a feat I consider beyond you. Was that a frown? Mayhap you are thinking that the Makote set you a similar task? You are wrong. She asked merely that you consider where your foes are. I demand that you discern precisely where they will be. How then will you go about this? Observe them closely and discern their characteristics. Learn to read their movements and recognize patterns in their behavior. If it has eyes, let it not see you. If it has ears, let it not hear you. Be neither where it is, nor where it means to be, and thereby pass unnoticed. But enough talk. Whether or not you heed my counsel is your decision. I will shed no tears should you fail. Well, isn't he nice? Alright, destroy the targets. Violators will be shot. Alright, let's see what that's at. Let's go to the Hawthorne Hut. That's a Levemate blue quest. We could theoretically do that, but I'm not going to. We have to destroy 6 targets. Okay, there's one. They're not so hidden as we thought. There's another one. Trying to stay away from the ones with the vultures. I really don't want to fight vultures if I don't have to. There's one up there. There's an archery butt right there. Okay. Let's do this fate. Didn't want to hit him. Still didn't want to hit him. It's a bad thing about Vulture. Only bad thing about Archer. Sometimes they die while you're in the middle of casting your next skill and just goes to the next enemy whether you want him to or not. Alright, I saw up this way that there are some... Okay, goblin hunters, we do want to take them out. Since I'm here anyway. Oh, I only had to do one, okay. Report to Silver. Let's go back to Silver. To the Lancer Guild. Well, that's my cue to take a break for the time being while we have dinner, so we will come back to it in a little while. I'm going to sign out for the moment.